Hey, what's up, everybody? Metal Biker Dude coming at you here. So, we've got some Nahko fans over at Patreon as well as on YouTube. And I know that a lot of people are excited that I'm excited about Nahko. And so I had a patron send me an interview. And apparently it looks like it's going to be an Instagram thing between Nahko and Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback for Green Bay Packers. And I was just going to watch it on my own, and I thought, you know what? I'm sitting here anyway. Let's just open up the lens and we can all watch it together. And it is a half hour long. So we're going to, but I don't see why I would just keep this to myself. Let's share this with as many people as we can reach with it. And that's what Nahko is all about, right? Spreading that medicine, right? So, and I've got some medicine of my own. And we're going to watch Nahko either interviewing or being interviewed by Aaron Rodgers. Regardless, doesn't matter either way. It's all the same. It's those two. So let's do it, man. I love you guys.
Ya'ate mabuhay. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to today's new segment, the Medicine Tribe Television segment called Real Medicine.
Right on.
We're going to have a chat with special guests about what's going on, what's happening. And today's very...
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, because this is a half hour long, and in the interest of time, I am going to probably talk over it a little bit, so I don't have to keep stopping it, but I'll try not to say too much. But, you know, there's might be some times where I want to share a thought.
Our special guest is the legendary Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT. And so I'm gonna patch him in here.
Easy with that. GOAT talk.
Give you guys a little intro. Welcome you to today's live stream, and just let some of you sort of pile on here onto the live stream as we get situated. Take your seats, my friends.
We're
turn
here.
Up the volume. Grab a cup of Joe or a glass of water or whatever it is. Wash your hands and sit back for a little chat with the bear from the Bear Cave, with today's special guest, very special guest, the great, the one and only. All right, just shooting Aaron a message now, and here we go.
Yeah, this works.
Hey, tiny little screens,
Half screen.
happy screens. I'm loving the background you got there. Is that a live background we have?
This is this is CGI. Thank you.
Oh, it's playing really well on my phone here. Well, what's up, bro? Aaron Rodgers.
What's up, buddy?
I'm chilling and so happy to get to have a chance to chat with you. I'm turning on my interviewer voice. Aaron Rodgers, welcome to the show. Here we are live on the Instagram. We are here connecting our worlds, our two very different worlds, and here we are. So thanks for joining us.
So
today.
Jared told me that he was going live the other night, and I didn't have a chance to get to it. But
where are you at today, Aaron?
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in Malibu. Where are you at?
In the old lockdown.
You in the forest?
I am in the forests of Oregon. I'm about an hour outside of Portland. I'm on the edge of the National Forest, Mountain National Forest. This is where I grew up. This is my home turf, and
Right
Yeah, some
on.
vibes up here. Do you have any history up in Oregon, or?
I do. I was gonna tell you, I lived in Beaverton for 3 years and still have a lot of friends up in the Portland area.
Ah, the old Beaverton,
So
yeah. When
I have oh
was
03
that?
vibe.
Was that? Oh, the area code shout out. Was that back in your 20s?
That was in my middle school years, actually. So my
Whoa.
early, it was even in the teens. Yeah, 11, 12, 13. Yeah,
Wow. So you went to middle school out here then? That's crazy.
I did. I went to Whitford Middle School in Beaverton. Went to Vos Elementary for all those big Vos fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then moved to Chico and went to high school in Chico and junior college and, you know, Cal, and the rest is history.
Yeah. My dad went to
Nahko is a
school
really
at U
real
of O.
dude,
So
man.
growing up, we were always rooting for the Ducks, and it's it's interesting. Like I'm, my mind just went to a million different things. And actually, before I go there, I want to just say a bit about our worlds because as we were saying earlier today when we checked in, we do have very different worlds, and it's so fun to get to collaborate and bring those worlds together today. And uh, part of the magic of, I guess, what I've been able to do for all of those people out there tuning in today. I am a musician. Those folks out there that are tuning in from Aaron's world. I'm a musician. I have a band called Medicine for the People, and
Right on.
this music is I guess it's sort of non-genre conforming. I just made that up. And
It's pretty adequate,
the
though.
music
I
has
think
A pretty
the
adequate
genre flip.
description.
The music has done its thing over the years, and
My
and we
playlist
just
title is
met.
Earth and Love.
You came to my show last June, but was that your first show that you came to?
at Red Rocks, yeah, and it was the first show of yours. I actually got to know your music through Danica. She was a big fan of yours and our now
Oh,
mutual
wow.
friend Trevor Hall,
Because I know
who
he's
I've been
dating
smashing in
Danica
my free
Patrick,
time
or
at
I think they're just dating still.
NHL on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, dang,
Oh,
you
wow.
guys are.
He took a shot at me the other day on his live stream, so I wanted to throw it back and let the people know what's really going on between us. But yeah, so I got into your guys' music and had never been to Red Rocks, been a big music fan for a long time, and that was an unbelievable show, and got to meet you afterwards and been in touch, saw you in LA, and I love your music, and I love your messaging, and
Absolutely.
Taking Back Your Power that was the name of your tour last year. Take Your Power Back, right? And I just love the stuff you sing about. It's real stuff. The concert was so incredible. Not just the venue, but to see the different ages. I mean, it's a type
I've
of
pointed
music
that out in some
a concert
videos.
that everyone can get behind. I
The
mean, you had
eclectic
like little kids there. You had senior citizens. Just the energy was incredible, and I think that's what we were talking about yesterday.
differentiation of people
As we
that
were
are
talking about
there.
this is the beauty, I
It's
think, in the way that you look at your
a big
music and
variety.
your fans. It's really a family, and
Yeah, yeah.
to make a correlation to what I do, I play in the only professional sports organization in North America that doesn't have an owner. So our fans it feels like a family-owned team, like a city-owned team, a region.
It's run by the people.
Yeah, it's a little different feel. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that community, that sense of community that you get from doing that, it's I can see where that camaraderie can be so transformative. And how was your Red Rock experience? Like the place is amazing, right?
I mean, it was incredible. Just the whole day leading up to it and the excitement. I've been to some great venues over the years. I've been to Hollywood Bowl and saw Death Cab there, backed up by the Philharmonic.
You know what,
Which is
guys? I'm gonna
incredible. And Tegan and Sarah
take
opened.
this off
I've been a
here
Tegan and Sarah fan for a
and
long
listen to
time.
it on my speakers.
And then
That's a long time to wear my
the
headphones.
Rave in Milwaukee. I don't know if you've ever played there before, but it's a fantastic venue, and I've seen some great concerts there. But that was special because, you know, the outdoor, the backdrop, you know, of the red rocks, just the acoustics is just, it's spectacular. And I mean, you're a hell of a showman. I mean, what you guys do,
Thanks.
and the beauty, you know, what I love is how much you highlight your band members, like the solos that you give those people, and just the talent that each individual your band has is just fantastic. I have so much respect for that.
That's
What's
something
it been
that I
like
have
for
not
you? I mean,
addressed, but
it's,
that is very
you know,
true.
most
Very
you
true.
know, bands and singers, you guys make your money on the road. So now with so many, you know, I know there was talking to Trevor, you know, he had a Red Rocks date for May, I think it was, it got canceled, and that's how you guys make a lot of your money. So what's been kind of the mindset for you and your bandmates?
Yeah, it's, you know, given the current circumstance, everything is sort of happening day to day right now. You know, it's true. We live paycheck to paycheck based on the touring mechanism of our industry, and so we've been hit pretty hard. And you know, I'm fortunate enough to be able to float for a little while here during this interim where we are waiting for
His bandmates
the
probably are
leadership to
not.
sort of, you know, push us into
Not in
a
any
space of
money in
feeling
music
comfortable,
anymore.
knowing that there will be solutions that come forward. And but yeah, it's tough. You know, it's tough to have, you know, that taken away. But like I was saying to you earlier, it's like on the reel to reel, like the thing that I struggle with is just that feeling of wanting to celebrate in that space of like, oh wow, there's like all this like sort of big picture spiritual connotation to getting to be at home right now, and like getting to stay inside,
Earth and
like
Spirit. That is the
be,
name of the playlist,
in
not
this like
Earth and Love.
slower space, going internal and looking for that space of power to project out some kind of positivity that we're going to get through this, because as human beings we have been through so much on this planet, and
Him and Trevor Hall and
so
Bob Marley.
I do
They're all in
know
that
that we will come
playlist.
through this, but also there are millions of people that are less fortunate, that are suffering on real terms, losing their jobs and their homes and losing family members as well. You know, it upsets me at times, you know, to consider that we don't have a system that's set up to support those most vulnerable people. And so, you know, leadership, you know, you can resonate that in your field where your leadership with your team takes a lot of practice, and it takes some sacrifice as well. And with my band and my world, being able to offer, you know,
I'm so thankful
leadership
that
in
I
even being able to like provide like live streams, you know, like
that you guys offered Nahko to me,
performing live shows,
and that
know,
I
we're in the same
actually
boat as everybody else, you know. But
had
it's
that
great
moment
that we
of
have,
clarity to go ahead
Wi-Fi,
and
we can like still
click
perform
on
for people
a link,
at a
and
time when that kind of
it's been transformative.
is most needed.
I was already on this trajectory
Yeah, I
that
agree. I
I'm
mean, I
on,
see
but it just
doesn't feel like
fast
a very
tracked it
hopeful
for me
time right now. I think that's the thing
up
that we're
here.
all struggling with, whether, you know, doesn't matter what we do for our living. I think that's the beauty in what you guys are doing, entertaining us. And I think we're all really appreciative of that.
You know,
because,
as I'm watching
you know,
this, you
it
guys,
doesn't,
I'm not
for
going to
myself
play
in the
this whole
off-season,
thing.
there's not a whole lot of change.
I'm
still
going to
able
watch the
work
rest of it on my
out,
own
still live your
time,
stuff, but there's so many people out there, you know, getting
because this is
laid off
not very
or having to
poignant.
just work from home or change or becoming
But
going mom.
Matter of fact,
But
you know,
now
I
you're
may do.
not
I'm
only
gonna.
a
I'll tell you
working
what I'm
mom,
gonna
but
do.
you're
I'm
teaching
gonna
your
go
kids
ahead
and
and
taking care. There's more
I'm gonna
responsibilities.
click
Are
here a
you
little
able, or
further.
did you find your, how did you find your interest in that? Also a big believer in a lot of these.
All right, here. This is probably a good place to listen to.
I think now it's like, now I want to be on Danica's podcast. I want to talk to her.
I think I know somebody who can help you get booked.
Yeah,
up.
just have your people talk to her people and let's sort it out. Because I want to know where she discovered my music. I want to hear that story, you know?
Danica.
Because it's kind of her fault
That's
now,
a good
you know?
It is.
I was such a super fan of Trevor for so many years, and then getting to,
If you guys don't know Trevor Hall as well, you
like,
do.
getting to meet him many years ago, and like,
There's no way you
there's
don't
a
if
whole
you're
funny
watching this
story about
video
that,
right
but,
now.
it's like, but seeing his interest in
song
in
Unity.
astrology like really
Wow.
opened me up too, because I'm a skeptic at first for everything, but I'm also a big believer in a lot of these what many might call alternative things. But if we look at a lot of our, well, all of our ancestral places, respectful places where we come from, our ancestors all followed the stars and paid attention to those things.
I love that. I love that. And I want to say something to you guys. I was debating on whether to tell you about this, but and I had been debating on whether to do this or not, but I did do an ancestry DNA test. And I think I'm going to share it with you guys. They just received it today. I got a notification that they received it. So I know it's going to be another probably 4 to 6 weeks. But I'm really curious to see what else is in there. I mean, I know I have Native American. I know there's Swedish and German and English. The German would probably be the most prominent. And then the Swedish and the Native American should be second, I believe. So, but I'm curious. I'll share that with you guys. But I love what Nahko. I'm going to back this up here a little bit because I love what he's saying here.
What many might call alternative things. But if we look at a lot of our, well, all of our ancestral places, respectful places where we come from, our ancestors all followed the stars and paid attention to those things. So it is.
They did.
It is very intriguing, and Trevor like is so good at it. And did he read for you? Did he read your chart?
Not yet. No, I don't think we're not on that level yet. He hasn't. But I find it so
Maybe.
to imagine, Nahko, that you're into alternative stuff there. You know, you got your tattoos, you got your nose ring. You're such a neck tattoo. You go. You're an Aquarius all the way, aren't you?
Oh man, there he is. Now he knows. Yeah, dude. 4 planets in Aquarius, 4 planets in Sagittarius, which you're Sag, and then Cancer rising. So I'm very extra and very much about art and like expression and like, you know,
Some people might say
like, you
I'm a
can't keep me in
Cancer.
a box and like, you know, I'm gonna express myself this way and like, you know. So once I began to like get into the tattooing, it was like there was no going back from that.
No,
Every
that's
time
a
I come
commitment.
home, my mom.
That's a
you know,
commitment,
she'd be
Nahko.
like, I remember covering my head at one point because I had tattooed my whole head, and you know, when I got these, I put on some shades, right? And I went to my house, and you know, or my mom's house, and she's like, "Why are you wearing your shades?" We were having like lunch, you know, outside. Why are you wearing your shades? And I was like, "Well, got to tell you something." I tattooed my face, and She took it all right. You know, it's symmetrical enough for her. But
You know, I'm going to leave this here. I do want to point something out here because a couple of people have told me that that they've been to Nahko shows and that it was a topic of discussion that I have kind of had an undertaking of Nahko on this channel. And he's become a very big part of this channel now. And so if Nahko ever happens to listen to this, and you ever get into the Florida area, first of all, I'm absolutely going to come. I'd love to meet you. I'd really, really love to meet you. So if that ever happens, hit me up. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as well. And I'd love to hear from you. I absolutely would love to meet you. So you guys, these are interesting times that we're in. You know, there's an old saying, adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. And never more true than the times that we're living in right now. You know, when you go to the grocery store, and as I shared the story with you last week about, you know, this lady slamming her cart into mine to get past me, and she managed to get the big thing of toilet paper that I desperately needed. I got the smaller one, and I took it and I accepted it with grace. And, you know, I could have very easily gotten upset over it. And ironically, my brain immediately, and I know that this is a sign of growth for me, because my brain immediately thought of not what would Jesus do, what would Nahko do? What would Trevor Hall do? And when it's that prevalent in my head, I know what an impact that they've made on me. So, just goes to show you that peace and love, not, you know, you can't let yourself be disrespected, but I believe that respect is one of those things that is given and earned. And you can be a very strong individual, but still very peaceful. So take that with you as you walk away from this video. And the next time you're out at the store and somebody runs into your cart, think to yourself, what would Nahko do? Or what would Metal Biker Dude do? Metal Biker Dude, peace.